गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में आपका फिर से स्वागत है। टुडे आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट द वर्ल्ड ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स because I recently saw a report from FADA which says that in scooters, that is in two-wheelers overall, electric vehicles have reached 6% in March. In three-wheelers, it's almost at 50%. In cars, it has reached 2.5%. This means electric vehicles are going very fast. I want you to understand the world of electric vehicles because a lot of people have been asking me what is the next big trend that is going to shape the world. The next big trend that is going to shape the world is indeed going to be electric vehicles. I expect 30 to 40% of all two wheelers to be electric by the year 2030, if not more. And I expect cars to have a 20% share. So the idea is you have been asking where should we invest. I have talked about Tata Motors in great detail and said you should invest in Tata Motors. But today I am not going to talk about four wheelers. I am going to talk about two wheelers because I didn't really touch two wheelers at this time. The first person to move into two wheeler electric space in a big way was Hero Electric. Hero Electric was not owned by the Munjal family, which runs Hero Motor Corp. It is owned by another branch of family, which is also a Munjal, which have the rights to make electric bikes. So they started Hero Electric, and they were moved very fast to take a big early mover advantage and the brand name which was already created using Hero. In fact, they tied up with Mahindras to make electric two wheelers. But their market share has since fallen because they could not adhere to the standards promised and they did not get enough subsidy from the central government, what is known as the FAME subsidy. So, since they dropped out on the FAME subsidy, the bikes sales of Hero Electric also dropped. So, they are not in the leaderboard anymore. Another early bird leader was a company called Okinawa. Okinawa scooters did well till some of them caught fire. Okinawa also got into trouble with the same FAME regulations and did not qualify for enough subsidies, and they have also dropped. The guy who started manufacturing two wheelers in a big way was Bhavesh Pravola. He said it would become the biggest thing. He said his factory will produce more than 1 million vehicles every month, and we will be the factory of the future. We will have only a ladies only factory. The robots will manufacture everything. All sorts of gas he gave. I am using the word gas responsibly because he has not met to any of the targets he promised. Also, he rushed the scooter without doing proper safety touches. What happened is there was fire incidents first. People died of electric shocks. Next, I do not know whether it was Ola or Okinawa, there was a case of an electric shock death. Then there was fire accidents. Then there was a case of the suspension being very weak in Ola and Ola's suspension coming off and people meeting with accidents. Ola did not respond to these customer complaints seriously. So in terms of what happened is Ola started getting lot of bad press. Recently Ola said if customers want, at their request, we will replace suspensions of everybody from a single suspension to twin suspension. This is a biggest recall without calling it a recall. This is not how one handles a crisis. So they have created another product with a twin suspension engine which is now selling. He was talking of delivering a lakh of scooters every month, but now he has landed up doing 25,000 scooters. He has now reached a market share of 24.5%. This market share is very doubtful because the big boys have not started growing. Only recently, TVS has started making moves. Its iQube is gaining market share every quarter. TVS is now reached 19.5% market share, trailing this by only 4%. TVS has better engineering skills. It has acquired companies abroad. It's re-engineered. It is well capitalized and it is ready to leap. It has a well-established dealer network. It has a fabulous reputation for service. It is a very trusted brand. The stock price is trading at 1157, which is near its 52-week high. But for me, the PE ratio at 43 is very high and it has a debt to equity ratio of above 3. That means it has a lot of debt in its balance sheet, which again I don't like. So I'm not buying TVS Motors. But it is a trusted brand. It's going to do well. It's going to gain market share. What I don't like is the price it's asking at this point of time. Nothing else to do with the brand. If the price corrects by 50%, I'll be interested in buying it. They can handle the debt, they can manage everything. Only the market has proved the price too high. The promoters want 50% of the stake. It is definitely worth a buy. Hero MotoCorp has done two things. It has invested heavily in Ether. I think it has an excess of 30% stake in Ether, and it has also tried to launch its own brand, which has not been successful. It's now doing a VRS in its plants, and they will have to rebrand their name and reinvent themselves. They can't call themselves Hero Electric, so it will be very difficult for them to come back. The third dark horse, which I am very keen and watching, is Bajaj Electric. Bajaj Electric has been working steadily. They have made a lot of investments in their plant in Chakan. They are going to launch scooters. They have launched scooters already. They are selling about 5,000-6,000 scooters a month. Their brand is called as Chetak, the original scooter brand, and they will gain market share very shortly. They will end up in the top three. So Ola is in serious trouble. It is not an automotive company. It has no idea of engineering, and there have been cases of faulty design. Though the battery shock may have happened in Okinawa, Ola is a tragedy waiting to happen. While TVS has just started making scooters, it is not making grand claims of that it will produce a car. Nor is Bajaj saying they will produce a car. So Ola is already claiming that it will produce a car. Again, not possible. In the car segment, like I told you, Tata's already have 89% market share. They have already put in more than 100,000 cars on the field. They know exactly the engineering stuff. It's very difficult for Ola to gain market share there. And Ola will continue to lose market share to both Bajaj Auto and to TVS Electronics. Where Ather is backed by Hero Motor. Hero Motor has a lot of money. Ather is going to do well. There's also another brand called Ampere. I don't know who is backing it yet. But electric motors are easy to make. Crompton and Greaves, backed by Murgappa Group, is also going to launch its own three-wheelers. So this is like the original automobiles. Everybody is going to make electric vehicles. We do not know who will survive. Right now, my bet is I don't buying TVS because it's too costly. Bajaj Auto seems to be a great bet at this point of time. And if the price corrects, TVS is a great point. And please avoid Ola like a plague. Thank you for watching Paisa Bolta Hai. If you like the content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. If you do not press the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Paisa Bolta Hai.